comes the offense on first down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll go to the ground. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. The Bruins will hustle to the line.
Second down.
They'll try the run. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. Quarterback checking the play. Off play action. Buying some time as he moves left. Looking for a big gain. Makes the grab down the left side. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, picked up. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Wide receiver shows motion. Running to the left. Turns it on in midfield. Open runway ahead. Past the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Miami.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. They're lining up to boot it away. Coming out with it, it's Raiola. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think...
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
Really nice looking pass. When I think back to the history of UCLA quarterbacks, I think about guys carving up defenses in the Rose Bowl in the perfect weather conditions with the gorgeous San Gabriel Mountains as a backdrop. And this guy right here, man, he's lighting defenses up this season, throwing it too. And in this game, he seems like he's dialed in.
They're going to throw it again. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down.
Man, this defense is dialed and already forced one interception. Had a chance right there to get another one. Everything this offense does so far, they are reading it, breaking on it, and making some plays.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. The Bruins are in the hurry-up. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He's going for it all. Got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
And he makes the extra point. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now 1st down from the 37. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quick strike complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He wants to throw it. Gets it out fast. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Miami.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. They'll try to get the first through the air. They're working that left side. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score tied 7-7.
First down to start the drive after the break. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Spins away from the defender. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Now the play fake. Floating away. On the run, fires downfield. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Looking to scramble. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Syracuse picked a bad day to have a bad day. The once proud tradition Dick McPherson built there in central New York, we're a long way from that right now. They're trailing by 21 to Georgia Tech. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the middle. It's caught. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. More precision throws from this Bruin quarterback, much like a Rick Neuheisel used to play.
Just pinpoint accurate. Put the ball right where you want to. You think about Troy Aikman. You think about some of those other great names in UCLA history.
He's looking to throw it. He lobs one high down the left side. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. From the gun. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, UCLA.
From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCLA! Lining up to add another. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just now on the same page with his target.
The Hurricanes will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Looking for a block. It's Rayola. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop.
Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He's going to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Oh, man, the big fellas, they usually have the soft hands. Your security blanket is your tight end, but that one hit him in the hands, and he just couldn't pull it in.
Quarterback will audible. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Deep shot for the end zone. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
The back goes in motion. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught near the sticks. It's Worthy. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on 1st down. He makes the connection. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a 1st down like they did there.
Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Canes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
And the point after is good. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Hatchett. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He's got an open man. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the 1st half. it was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He wants to throw. Unloads it left. Hauls it in. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And that's why quarterbacks take their offensive lines out for all-you-can-eat wings. Clean pocket, able to step up, scan the entire field, and pick the open receiver.
Wide out in motion. They'll throw it on first down. Going for the big play. He's got it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, UCLA.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're just about ready to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just enough time to get off 1 final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bruins will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Fast motion from the offense. Just feeds the running back. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Miami.
Now on first down from the 28. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, Miami! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
How about the day for...
And the score.
3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
PAT unit on the field.
For the extra point.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. South Alabama is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to the Pandas. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and...
Gonna let it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Got a man. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
Really nice looking throw there. And traditionally, the best UCLA offenses are always the ones that can get it done through the air. You've got to be able to come up with explosive plays in the passing game. And if this team is going to win a conference championship, they need this guy to play at his A-plus level week in and week out.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
This offense can break off explosive plays, throwing it and running it and doing it in a variety of ways. And I like how they get their receivers involved. Nice job there on that jet sweep getting the first.
Looking for room. It's Robertson. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll run play action. He rifles one deep down the right side.
Yeah, you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
They're bringing heat. That one comes out hot down the right side. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Some guys just have the pure talent to make the catch no matter how many defenders are around.
Yeah, Reese, he's a bit of a rule breaker because even when he's covered, he's open. And the quarterback knows that. He's going to find a way to come back to the football and help his QB out.
Let's it fly. Wide open downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. And I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try blitzing, zone coverage, man coverage. They've mixed up personnel. None of it has worked. This guy has carved them apart.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? He's looking to throw. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! And that one will put him up here in the second half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. First down for this offense. Wide receiver shows motion. The give out of the gun. Bulls his way forward. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fires and picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. And that's his first career interception in college football, so that's going to sting. But now you've got to get back out there and lead your team.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses.
And they got him for the sack.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
They might need a telescope to find the 1st down marker, but they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking to take a shot. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got his man. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, UCLA 35, Miami 28.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Defense looks like they're coming. Leaves it with the running back. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And into the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Raiola. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 15. He's looking to throw. Showing the arm strength to the left. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Zings it complete to the right. He'll make the play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yep, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll just keep slinging it. He'll pull it down and run. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
It's the 4th quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need to score badly. We got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
Going up top on 1st down. And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to get fooled and to throw it into double coverage like that. After the misfire, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because you did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw the football. Can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
Unloads to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Quarterback checking the play. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down.
I'll tell you what, coaches want you to do your best work late in the ball game. He did his best work. Great job taking off. Biggest run of the day after grinding this game out, makes it explosive. Now trying to put this game in a good situation.
The inside handoff. Thrust that arm out. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
And this will be the 9th play of the drive. Might as well give it to him again. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Handoff to the lone back. Touchdown, UCLA! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, give me one more.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive. They really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Quick completion on the out. Oh, he left him grabbing. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Defense playing a bail technique. Trying to find his man on first down. Getting some heat. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And some room to work. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Canes! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for two? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Rayola. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. Not much time left, but the offense has a shot to end this one in regulation. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Going downfield for the big play. It's complete. A huge pickup. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unleashes one. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. And on the interception return, he'll finally be stopped at the 33. The pressure was rising. Drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise, you can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just...
He's loose on the right! Touchdown, Miami! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead. They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. Fielded in the end zone. It's Rayola. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's going up top here late in the game. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's looking for an open man on second down. Right on target this time. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. They'll throw it on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he reels it in inside the 30. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire